The Daldath are terrifying scavenger aliens who destroy entire systems by removing them from the map board. Their bonus is planetary destruction. It costs them 4 resources of any type. They pick a non-homeworld system next to their planet smasher. That's their super unit. It counts as a citizen because it lives on the planet, though it's not actually sentient. You pay 4 resources plus 1 hyper for each colony that has a hyper, and then you remove that tile from the game. It's an empty spot. Any things on the planet are destroyed. If there were ships there, though, they stay behind. Even star bases stay behind, floating in space. You divide up the resources are gathered by the people who were on the planet. They're escape pods, so they gather up. So the 4 resources you spent and the hypers, if any, are divided up among the people who are on the planet. So if there's 2 different people on the planet, you could give some of them to each player or all of them to one player, however you want to divide it. So you can use that to do things. No new units can be built on that world, obviously. Victory. Your magnetic recovery ability happens when you produce. You get 1 hyper token for each destroyed system when you produce. So if there's 6 destroyed systems, you get 6 hyper tokens each time you produce. It's not very likely, but it could. If you have a starbase in the destroyed system, you also gain a resource of any type. Your weakness is that you're radioactive. You'd expect that with some opposite planets. When you produce atomics, half of them have to come as metal. So if you produce 2 atomics, instead you actually get 1 atomic, 1 metal. If you get 3 atomics, you have to get 1 atomic, 1 metal, and then there's the 50% one. You can round fractions as you please. This is in some ways a benefit because it means you can get both atomics and metal all the time when you make atomics, but it also limits your overall atomics. Your super techs are planet fragments and alternative energy. Alternative energy is really useful. If your turn's over, you've done all your key actions, and you have 0 atomics, you just get an atomic. If you have 0 metal, you just get a metal. If you have 0 of each, you get 1 of each. That's alternative energy. So it makes you want to spend all your stuff. And of course, you can spend it pretty fast using the planet smashing ability. If you are planet fragments, with planet fragments, your star bases are now an extra action to build instead of a key action. In addition, you can build them in destroyed systems even if there's already a star base. So you could, for example, pay 3 metal, build 3 star bases in a destroyed system, and that didn't even count as an action. Or not a key action, at least. Your super ship is the Planet Smasher, which we've described. It's a super citizen. It has no attack, but it has an extra boosted defense, and you use it to eat the planets.